Hey, what's up guys, it's Wet Noodle here. Today, I'm bringing you guys a training guide to practice your Lee Sin mechanics. I'm going to go over a few different techniques, starting with a warm-up, then I'll move on to the mechanics of Lee from easiest to hardest. For the warm-up, you're going to want to hop into a training game. Just teleport over to mid lane, put down 3 bots, toggle on auto refresh cooldown, energy, lock the turrets and minions, upgrade your level to level 6, and just start queuing the dummies. Queue each one once. Let's get the feel of them. Then you want to queue each one. Queue, 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 queue. Before moving on to the Q Q combo. Q Q. Q Q. Into the kick flashes, as a for example, kick flashes, right there, into insects, to each insect each one, and then into the insect flashes, and you should be all warmed up, ready to go for your game. The first techniques I want to cover on Lee Sin are his combos. Lee's combos are what makes Lee great and are a crucial part to his kit. The most common combos are QRQ and RQQ. Now I'm going to break these combos down ability by ability to show you how you can successfully execute these combos every time. For the QRQ combo, you're going to want to Q your target, walk up to them, R them, and Q again. That's a Q, R, Q. This is the safest way to perform a combo, as you just hit the Q first and you can just follow through with them. You don't have to worry about hitting them mid-air. Q, R, Q. Just practice this till you're confident with it. Maybe land your Q a little further away. R, Q. I'll show you guys some clips of me performing this in a game so you get the general idea. The next combo I want to show you guys is the RQQ combo with Lee. So that consists of ulting them, Q, and Q. Now, it is a bit hard sometimes for new Lee players to land the Q while the target is mid-air. So some advice I'd like to give you guys is once you kick them, follow them with your cursor. So I'll do that again. Kick them, follow with your cursor. So as you do that, you should be able to land the Q a lot easier. Follow and you can Q, land it. R, follow, Q. You want to make sure though that you land your Q before the target stops moving, otherwise they will be able to flash or dash away and you'll miss the Q. So make sure you are landing it mid-air. That is 100% crucial. But I'll show you some clips of me performing this in game as well so you guys get the idea. Moving on to the insects, I will be covering 3 today. The traditional insect, the kick flash insect, and the flash kick insect. All 3 insects are used in different scenarios. The main idea of an insect is to displace your target, usually kicking them into your team, ultimately trading your life for theirs, or to kick them into multiple enemies to deal as much damage as you can. The traditional insect will be the first maneuver that I'll show you. This may take a while to get the hang of, so if you're new to Lee, try doing the first part of the insect without the R until you get the hang of the ward hopping mid-Q. So first up, you're going to want to Q the target, Q, and then ward behind them and ult. That's the gist of the insect. So if you're a new player, just practice Q and try and get the ward hop going before you hit the enemy. Oh, I didn't have my W there. So Q them, and then ward dash before you hit them. Try doing that. Once you can get that down, you should be able to insect them. So once you can insect them, dash behind them, kick them. Q, ward hop, R. Q, ward hop, R. Now you don't always have to hit the enemy, your target with your Q. You can say, hit this dummy out here, ward dash behind him, and there you have your insect. So you don't always have to go to land your Q on the target. So once you've done that a couple times, you want to set yourself up a drill, place out 3 training dummies, and you insect every one of them. There it is. So remember Q, Q, ward hop, R, Q, Q, ward hop, R. Now once you can do that successfully, you'll be well on your way to being a Lee Sin master. The Kick Flash Insect is the most common form of insect you'll see in all the flashy montages. But the key to the Kick Flash is speed. Speed is the biggest factor. In a real game, you must be fast and accurate, or else the enemy will simply CC you or dash away, making you look stupid. So, to combat this, you need to practice. What you need to do, walk up as close to the target as you can, R them, and flash. Good way to practice this is just walk up, hover with your R, and flash behind. Hover, flash, hover, flash. With Lee, if you don't do it on time, you'll look like this. And this is not good. It doesn't change the direction of the ulti. The whole point of the kick flash is to change the direction of your kick. So from standing here, instead of kicking them this way, you'll kick them this way. If you kick and then flash, too late? Yeah, it's too late. You have about a 0.5 second window to flash behind them before you'll screw it up. So just practice, practice, practice. This does take a while to get the hang of, and getting the angles and everything will come with just practice. So as again, I would advise setting up 3 dummies, practice kick flashing every one of them, even a warthog kick flash if you think you got the hang of it. But yeah, just practice the kick flashing a lot. It's a hard ability a hard insect to do, sorry. But once you've got it, it looks awesome. The final insect I'd like to cover today is the flash kick. So it's a lot like the traditional insect, except for you flash behind them instead of the ward hopping. So ultimately it is easier, but it's also faster. So once again, you can do the same with the traditional insect, where you flash, kick him that way, but the only problem is the flash range is not as big as the warthog range. So keep that in mind. See, it's a bit tricky for me to get it perfect, but you can do it on, say, like that. And once again, just like all the other drills, practice it. Set up 3 dummies and just start Q, Q flash R, Q, Q flash R, Q, Q flash R. Once you've got that, you've mastered. Make sure you keep practicing, practice. These combos, you want to practice all of them. So R flash, the traditional insect, or the flash kick. These are all very vital to be a good Lee Sin player. You need to know how to do all these insects and all the combos as well. Once you've got the combos down and the insects down, you'll be on your way to be a good Lee Sin player. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe if it helped you. Any questions, put them down in the comments. Remember, stay wet, my friends.